Trump says he must resolve the Renaissance Dam issue that has left Egypt without enough water. U.S. President Donald Trump, who a few days ago proposed a mediation between Ethiopia and Egypt on the Nile issue, said that Ethiopia had built a dam that stopped the flow of the Nile River, and that as a result, Egypt would not get enough water from the Nile River. The president was heard saying that he has to resolve this issue. Trump made the remarks during a press conference on Tuesday, January 12, 2018, marking his first anniversary in office. The president, who has spent a long time explaining the issues he believes his administration has achieved over the past year, also raised the argument he frequently makes that he has ended 8 wars in this statement. The wars Trump has said he will end include those between Israel and Iran, Kosovo and Serbia, Congo and Rwanda, Pakistan and India, and Armenia and Azerbaijan. The war that was about to break out between Ethiopia and Egypt is also included in this list. The president, who described these wars as unending, was also heard saying, "I should have won a Nobel Prize for each war." Most of these conflicts that the president lists have lasted only a few days, and there's been no military action between Ethiopia and Egypt. But Trump said in a speech on Tuesday, Egypt and Ethiopia were going to fight over the dam, but I stopped them. They have built a dam in Ethiopia that stops the flow of a small river called the Nile, the president said, adding that they still need to resolve this issue. I always thought the Nile was in Egypt, the beautiful Nile with the pyramids. But they built a dam, he said. Although Trump calls the Nile River small, data shows that it is 6,650 kilometers long, rivaling the Amazon as the world's longest river. According to the United Nations, the river is a river of great importance to regional stability and water security, dividing 11 riparian countries. President Trump reiterated his statement that the United States paid for the construction of the dam in this statement. Do you know who paid for the dam? It was the United States of America. I think it's the biggest dam in the world, he told reporters. Regarding the money that was given from the U.S., he added, I said, "How did you let this happen? Why do we do this? We are the ones who provided the funding." The president, who described the construction of the dam as a terrible thing, was heard saying that Egypt was not getting enough water as a result. Egypt does not have enough water in the Nile. They use the water for many things, for entertainment, travel, tourism, and other things, he said. They have a big dam. Now I have to work to solve it, he said, explaining his plan. This is not the first time Trump has made this comment about the Nile River and the Grand Renaissance Dam, which are the source of conflict between Ethiopia and Egypt. After coming to power for the second time, he repeatedly claimed that the United States had provided the money for the construction of the dam and had stopped the war between the two countries. When asked by the BBC about Trump's proposed U.S. funding late last year, Minister of Water and Energy Dr. Habtamu Idifa responded by saying, "This Renaissance Dam was built with the money of the Ethiopian people and government." Trump reiterated his support for Egypt's grievances against Ethiopia yesterday, days after he requested that Addis Ababa and Cairo mediate over the Nile River issue. In a letter to Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on January 8th, the president said, "Resolving the tension surrounding the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is at the top of my agenda." The president also stated that he wants to resolve the Nile River division issue once and for all, and affirmed that the United States is committed to the peace and security of the Egyptian people.